I know for a fact you've had that one person in your life that has had you in an absolute chokehold. Like, you feel like they're attached to your soul. Like, you just cannot get rid of them. You don't know how, like, you know they're not good for you, but you're just completely attached. Well, girl, I got you. We're gonna figure this out today. Hi guys, I'm Ren. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're ready to be the best, baddest version of yourself, you're in the right place. Today's video is all about how to detach yourself from someone you love. And someone you love, yes, but this might not necessarily be like a romantic relationship. It literally might be a friend, or even a family member, someone that you really love and you've got a deep connection with, but you know they're no longer serving you or they're no longer for you, but you're just struggling to detach yourself from. One thing I've had to learn about family, friends and partners is people are here for seasons. Don't get me wrong, some people are here to stay, like their lifetime partners or friendships and connections. But a lot of people are here for seasons. So as you grow and develop, especially if you're on this self-development journey, which I guess you are because you are here and this is literally what this channel is all about, then you need to understand that you will save yourself so much pain when you get that people are here for seasons. Like, they were there for that season, they were good for that season, but in this season they might not serve you anymore, and that is okay. But it's knowing how to detach them and when. You need to identify why that person needs to go. Like, not kind of this, like you need to clearly identify, like, no, like it's toxic, I always feel tired, I always feel low, I always feel they bring me down, I feel like they're negative. Whatever that might be for you, you need to clearly identify it. I'd even recommend writing it down, because I'll tell you, like, I've had a whole breakup and ask me why did you break up? I'm like, you know what? I can't really remember. Like, you know when so much things have happened and so many little arguments and this and that, and you actually can't remember like the main reason or like all your bullet points. Like, you know when you first argue with someone or break up, you're like this, give it 2 months and they're trying to sneak back in the DMs, you're kind of like, actually that wasn't too bad, can't really remember that, forgot about that. No, I urge you to write down, like, clearly why you want to detach from this person, on what they've done or what they've not done, how they make you feel, how they treat you, because identifying it will help you keep the momentum on those weekdays, on those days when you're struggling, on those days when you're getting the little cheeky text from the ex, or you bump into someone, because for me that is just like weakness. Like, bumping into someone, you can go back to that note, go back to your journal and be like, no, boom, 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 this is why we're not doing this. You're not gonna like this one, but you need, like, this one really needs to be done. Like, if you're not gonna do any of the others, do this one. You gotta go cold turkey. Listen, I know you're there like, oh, I don't know, how can you expect people? No, honestly, I've tried the bit by bit, you can't do it. Like, you need to go cold turkey. You need to completely detach yourself, like blocking, deleting their number, delete pictures, take things out of your house. Like, if you've got plans, make that very firm decision, like, I'm no longer going on that holiday or that trip or whatever. You have to go it that way, because honestly, when I've tried it, and trust me, I've tried it, friendships and relationships, to kind of distance, back off, it just doesn't really work. Like, you distance and they're like, what's wrong with you, might act funny, and then you kind of get back into it, and then you have a nice little time or a nice meeting or a convo on the phone, and you're like, oh, actually, and it's just a bit of tug of war for a very long time, till the point where you probably don't even detach anymore, or now you've got this whole toxic person around you and you was doing so well for so many months, but because you didn't just put the nail in the coffin, now they're full blown back in your life and you're like, oh, for God's sake. So I do recommend detaching fully. Obviously, if you can't, like, do it how you can do it. If you feel like, no way, Renee, like, it's not for me, I can't, then fair enough. Like, maybe do it piece by piece, like detach, step back, maybe start off by deleting pictures, removing little things. But for me, cold turkey works every time, because I'm not gonna lie, those first couple of days, that first week, but after that it gets easier and it gets easier and it gets easier, and we are creatures of habit. So once you completely get used to that person not being in your life, it's just a habit, like, it's just usual, it's just every day. Whereas when you're like back and forth and tugging and warring, and the pop-up text and the pop-up phone call and all of that, it just like confuses your brain. So girl, cold turkey. I really recommend you journal. I recommend journaling through everything. Like I feel like I actually need to do a whole video on journaling. I'm actually gonna do one. But journal, like write all your feelings, your emotions down. Like I get to outside people and be like, I'm good. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about her. Like, and one thing I want to say to you is like, this is not just about relationships. Like friendships can actually be some of the hardest breakups. Like I've had some friendship breakups and they're even more like grueling. So do not think that this is just like just for relationships, like romantic relationships. It's for any kind of detachment from anyone you love. But oh my god, journaling is just everything, because you can be completely honest. Like when you're speaking to someone, especially if you're part of a friendship group or to your friends or whoever it might be, sometimes we feel like we have to put up like a certain type of barrier or stone face. Like, no, I'm good, I'm fine, like it's not bothering me, it's not hurting me. Don't get me wrong, some people are really good at being honest and transparent, and it's killing me. And that's great because it really is good for your soul. And if you haven't got that person that you can be completely honest with and just like bare face, just it's killing me, or I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling like that, journal on the good days, journal on the bad days, just get it all out, because honestly it feels so good. And also connected to journaling, which connects to another point, journal about the future. Like journal about what you want your next person to look like the next best friend you might meet, or the next guy or relationship you want it in. Like journal, remember, energy has feelings, have energy. Remember, like it is so powerful. Like emotions are so vibrational. So if you can be journaling like every night about your dream relationship and what you want it to look like and how you want to feel, like that is powerful. Like that is manifesting in the flesh. So if you can be doing that as well as offloading anything you want to offload, you've nailed it. Like that is going to help you get over it even quicker, because you're going to be attracting the next person into your life, the next friend, the next relationship, which is going to make you feel even more fulfilled. Meditate, very similar to journaling, but meditation improves your concentration, your focus, emotional regulation is the big one. Like when you meditate and you're slowing down your thoughts, you're observing your thoughts, you're being very like aware of what you're thinking and choosing when to think or not when to think. It helps you control your emotions. I was such an angry person. Oh, no patience. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect now. I still get mad. I've still got no patience sometimes. But since I've meditated, I'm a lot more, like I've got a lot more patience. I can be aware of my emotions. Like, okay, I'm pissed off. But do you know what? I'm not going to entertain it. Like, I'm going to choose not to interact with that. And I feel like when you're detaching from someone and your heart is aching, and you really want to text them, really want to call them, really want to like give into those heartbreak emotions, meditation is absolutely going to help with regulating your emotions. So definitely meditate. There's so many guided meditations on YouTube. Like there's probably one if you type in how to get over heartbreak. There's literally meditation for everything. I kind of meditate without a guided meditation now because I've been doing it for a while, but sometimes I will. It just depends on my mood, and that's another thing. Don't be scared to switch it up. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one. I want to listen to this one tonight. Oh, I want to try it on my own tonight. Like switch it up, mingle it up, find what works for you. Breath work is good. There's so many forms of meditation. Like you've got movement meditation, like yoga and stuff like that. So just find what works for you. It is so good for regulating emotions, and in a time like this, girl, you gonna need it. Last point, look forward. Like what I was saying before, look forward. Like especially journaling, visualization meditation is like my fave because sitting there doing nothing sometimes I'm a bit like, okay, I cannot with this. But visualizing is so fun, you get into it. Like I love daydreaming anyway. But honestly, look forward, like concentrate on what you want to do. What can you now do with this spare time? What can you now do with this energy? What person can you now manifest or create or think about or fantasize, or what can you fill that time and that space with? Like look forward instead of looking back. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.